Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel, and let me preface this again by saying a huge thank you to all of you. The comment section on my last video was just full of so many kind words, and I was able to communicate and catch up with a bunch of you. It was just so great seeing all the comments below on my video, and it really makes my day. So thank you so much for that. I've gained quite a few subscribers in the month of March, and I really appreciate you taking the time to watch me. I mean, there's so many different people you can watch, so for you to just like click the button and watch me, it really makes my day, and I really do appreciate it. So from the bottom of my heart, thank you so much. And I hope that you're continuing to stay safe. I know that the cases in BC, they keep increasing daily, but we're really working to flatten the curve. But wherever you are, I really hope that you're staying safe. Prioritize your health. I keep telling my students this as well. Prioritize your health, because if you're healthy, you can take care of those that are around you. So really just make sure that you're keeping healthy, practicing social distancing, self-quarantine, all of that. Yeah, it's a crazy world still. So I really hesitated in posting this video. I mean, showing you a new bag right now just seemed so stupid. Like, to be completely honest, it just seems stupid with everything that's kind of going on in the world. And I hesitated, and I talked with my husband, because I just really didn't know if it would be appropriate 100%. Like, is this appropriate to show this right now when people are having financial struggles? And he told me, no, is it something that your subscribers like to watch? And I said, yeah. And he said, maybe it will give them a sense of normalcy in this, really terrible time. And I thought, okay, I'll post it and we'll see how it goes. And if people like it, then they do. And if not, then I will take this video down. Just let me know. So I got it from Mytheresa. I'll also talk a little bit about Mytheresa later on. I'm already like 3 minutes in this video and haven't even gone to this stupid bag yet. Not stupid bag, but I haven't gone to opening this. So I'll give you my experience with Mytheresa too at the end if you're interested. I am in Canada, and this shipped from Germany. So there were a few little snags here and there. But with everything that's been going on, I wanted to get a luxury bag that was going to be sustainable. So I actually Googled sustainable luxury bags, and I kept getting Burberry showing up. And so I researched it a little bit more, and I went on to the website, and they have like a whole initiative and agenda. Burberry too, on the Dow Jones Sustainability Index, like in 2019, it ranked 3rd place for textiles, apparel, and luxury goods, and achieved the highest score it's ever received. So if you actually research it, Burberry has been taking the correct steps, I think, in becoming more sustainable. I know that they received a lot of criticism because they were burning their goods that were unsold, which a lot of luxury houses do, but they're really trying their best right now to reuse and repurpose everything. A really good website to use is called Good On You, and they also have an app. I'm looking down right now, I'm really sorry, but I will have like a split screen, and I'll show you sort of how to navigate the website. But you can search for any brand, small or big. So they have like Louis Vuitton, Gucci, Adidas, Gap. Just look it up, and it will basically kind of grade that brand on 3 different things. So it will look at the environmental rating, it will also look at the people or the label rating, and it will look at the animal rating. So with regards to Burberry, it got a good for their environmental rating because it really uses a lot of eco-friendly materials. It's moving towards more eco-friendly materials. They're reducing waste. They are trying to do all renewable sources by 2022 and eliminate a lot of the chemicals by the end of this year. With regards to labor, they got good as well because they have an ethical trading initiative code of conduct. And then the animal rating is where they dropped. It says not good enough because the company uses fur, leather, shearling, and cashmere. Now, this was done back in 2018, I think. However, Burberry has stopped using fur now that Riccardo Tisci is sort of become the creative director. So I think that their rating will actually go up. They still do use wool, and they use down, but those are done by accredited, and they're sort of yeah, the down feather is accredited and is responsible, but they're not going to be using fur anymore, but they do use leather, shearling, and cashmere. So that's where their rating dropped. But it's a really good site for you to go if you want to check out how sustainable a company is. I know that Everlane is promoted quite a bit. Go and search Everlane on this website because you might be a little bit shocked by your findings. So now that I'm done talking about that, let's get into this bag. So like I said, I ordered it from Mytheresa. So it came in this beautiful sort of box, and then on top, just some thank you notes, the invoice that I have there, and return labels. And then you essentially get this right here. I've never bought anything from Burberry before, so I didn't know what their dust bags and everything look like, but it's like this sort of muted lime green, which is pretty cute. So it just says Burberry. And then when we open it up, so this is it. This is my tote bag. Now, I got the new monogram. I think I might be the unpopular opinion that I love this monogram. So many people on Purse Forum were like, ew, it looks like it's Tory Burch, which like, who cares? Like, how entitled do you have to be that you're like dismissing Tory Burch? Like, come on. But so this is it. So that has a new canvas, and it's like a T and a B. And if you actually research why it's the TB, so it's T for Thomas Burberry. And Riccardo Tisci, what he did was when he went into the archives, when he was looking at making a new monogram, he came across something from Thomas's work that actually had like a similar monogram pattern to this. So he kind of just revamped it and used it, which I think is cool because it was like the original kind of thing that Thomas Burberry was looking at. Like it was his initials together. So this is it. So this is all made out of e-canvas. So their e-canvas at Burberry is a little bit different. It uses less carbon emissions and less water than the traditional coated canvas. So less than Louis Vuitton, less than Goyard, less than Gucci even. So their canvas is a little bit more sustainable. So it has 3 different kind of colors of canvas. So this brown, and then the white, and then black with the red. And then this is leather. And then there's a black leather base, and then there's just leather piping all around. So there's no feed on it, but I looked at the stitching and everything and it was perfect. And then it just says Burberry in gold there. But I couldn't get my eyes off of this bag. So this is, like I said, called the e-canvas tote, I believe, and it comes in 2 sizes. This size is actually, yeah, e-canvas small book tote, and this is in the color brindle brown, but it came in 2 sizes. This was the smaller of the sizes. I can actually give you the dimensions really quickly because I think I put them somewhere here. So it is 13 inches this way, and then it is 11.2 inches top to bottom, and then the actual sort of depth of it is 4.9 inches, and then the strap drop is 8.3 inches. So this is it. On the inside, let me show you. There's just one pocket that's right here that they have, and it just says Burberry. And so it's gonna be hard to show you, but there's a pocket on the inside, so you can put something behind it there. It's fairly deep. It is about like the length of my hand. And then there's a zip pocket, and then in the zip, oh, there's stuff in the zip pocket. So in the zip pocket, that's just the code for it, for the tote, and then this is just the authenticity type of work there for Burberry. What's a little bit strange is that, I don't know if you can see on the inside, oh, it does have a snap closure as well. So you can seal it up like that, so that gives a little bit more security. But in all my bags that I've bought, oh, it also says Burberry on this little metal zipper. They've never come with a tag on the inside sort of showing what the material is made of. It just doesn't have that. It just includes it with this sort of little packet here. So that was a little bit weird seeing that. But I mean, that's like a small thing. So this is it. It is fairly roomy. I bought this because I love my Goyard, but it sometimes the strap drops a little bit short on it. So this one said it was like a little bit longer, but I don't know. It kind of looks like it's going to be the same. If you do want to see me do a comparison between this bag and the Goyard, let me know. On the back, it just says, by appointment to Queen Elizabeth II, weatherproofers, Burberry, London, Limited London. So it looks like this is actually weatherproof, which is kind of cool. I didn't realize that. I mean, it's coated canvas, but that's also kind of neat to have that there. So I personally love the new monogram. I feel like I am the unpopular opinion with that because a lot of people don't like it. But I think that he's doing a really good job sort of reviving Burberry, the same way that he did with Givenchy. With Givenchy, he came out with the Antigona, he came out with the Pandora, he came out with like the Rottweiler sweatshirts and everything. So I feel like given some time, he can do the same to Burberry that he did with Givenchy. But yeah, I love it. So I'm gonna stand up. I'm wearing like a giant oversized shirt right now, but I'm gonna stand up and sort of show you what it looks like on me. I know it's not for everybody. I know it can look a little bit loud with the print, but I personally think it will go great because I just wear neutrals all the time. But you can definitely let me know down below whether or not you like the new monogram, but I personally really, really like it. I really hope that you're loving my beautiful quarantine outfit. This is like a giant oversized shirt from Wilfred Free, but here is the bag so you can see on my proportions. For reference, I am 5'5" and about 115 pounds, so it's not overly big on me. You can definitely wear it over your shoulder. This is how I would wear it. So in side view, you can kind of see it doesn't jut out too much, even though it is structured, so I really like it. It's comfortable, it's very, very light. I would say it's sort of similar to my Goyard in the heaviness, so I do like it. You can also put it on the crook of your arm, or you could just, you know, carry it as is, but it is fairly comfortable, and the straps don't slide off my shoulder, which I tend to find with some tote bags, which is really annoying. All right, so really quickly, I'm gonna tell you my experience with Mytheresa. So Mytheresa, for me, and I live in Vancouver, and they shipped out of Germany. So when I was looking on the website, they list everything in euros, and it's up to you to sort of convert it, to use some sort of app to convert what it would be in your currency. So I bought this bag on sale. I forgot to mention that. So originally the bag was 665 euros. And then they had it on sale, and then they gave it 30% off. I don't know, it was like a flash sale where they did 30% off. So in total, I paid 441 euros for this bag. And the charge on my credit card was $680 Canadian. This bag retails right now on Burberry for $1,200 Canadian, not including taxes. So that's like half the price right there, right? And then on the website, this had a little sign next to the, it said FTA, which is the Fair Trade Agreement. So Mytheresa, I don't know if Net-a-Porter and Farfetch also have that agreement, but if an item has FTA, so a Fair Trade Agreement, it means that you're gonna be charged a lot less in duties. So I just assumed I'd be charged PST and GST here in BC in Canada. And so I estimated about $100 is what I'd probably have to pay extra. So they shipped it out the day after I ordered it, which was so quick. And then I received a text about 2 days after from DHL saying, you owe $240 in customs. And I was like, whoa, hold up. This bag is 640 Canadian. How can I owe $240 in customs? So I talked to Mytheresa. They said, that's really weird. Contact your customs office. But what I did is I contacted DHL, and they were good. They got back to me in an hour, and the person that I originally had sent the email to said, you know what, that's our fault. We didn't do the FTA. I'm really sorry. Here's the updated customs. And it was $98. From $240 to $98. So it was insane. So essentially all I got charged was the GST, the PST, and then they do a processing fee. And I think that's essentially a processing fee. and a transaction fee. So that was essentially it. So there was no duty charged on this at all, which was awesome because I thought maybe it would be reduced, but they didn't charge anything. So it took, like I said, about 4 days for it to ship to me. So Mytheresa, it's just a little bit tricky because everything is going to be priced in euro. So it's up to you to figure out how much will be in your own currency. Matches, where I typically order from, does all the work for you. So the price that you see at the end is the price that you are just going to pay. There's no sort of hidden duties or anything like that. So that's one thing to worry about with Mytheresa. I think the other thing is, if you don't like the item, there goes my light. If you don't like the item and you want to send it back, you don't get that GST, sort of PST or anything sort of paid back to you. Like, that is what you paid yourself. You just get that 441 euros, whatever it is, back to your card. So that's something else if you're going to do that. So just make sure that you really like the item, I guess, or maybe if it's like a smaller charge, it's not a huge amount, there won't be a ton of like taxes and duties that you'll lose in the end if you do decide to return it. But overall, my experience with Mytheresa was really, really good. So there you go. If you have any questions, please leave them down below. Any questions about the bag, or if you want me to do a comparison, or you want to just request a video, please leave it down below. Thank you again so much for watching, and thank you again for all the positivity that you've been leaving me and leaving others. I really appreciate it, and I hope that you're continuing to keep safe and watching over those that you love around you. Thank you so much again for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.